Settle in, the wacky Gun Talk After Show crew is gathered, and there's no telling what they'll say.
After show time, kids. We're going to get together. Oh, yeah, by the way, this is being recorded, 3 days, guys, before Christmas?
Yep.
Yeah. Holy smoke. Holy cow. And I was just explaining that, by the way, we have Jim and Michelle here. Hi, guys.
Yeah, whatever.
Hello.
Yeah, whatever. Those people just show up here. I don't know who they are. There's something going on around here. Jeez.
The stuff going on is way more interesting besides us. That was funny what you were talking about.
What would you call it? We just call it sport trolling?
Sport trolling, yeah.
I'm over on Twitter. There's a very angry woman over there using a lot of all caps about how I have blood on my hands, and she doesn't care about what the stats say about anything because people, the U.S. has more murders than any place else, and tens of thousands of children are being killed. And going, well, no. And, as far as the accidental gunshot deaths, it's actually fewer than 100 now. It's the lowest point it's been in 100 years since recorded history, according to the National Safety Council. It's like, and what's fun is the madder she gets with more exclamation points and all caps, then the more reasonable I get, which drives her crazy. And now she's dropping F-bombs left and right.
So now what you do is you send her a link to like a blood pressure medication page or something. Just here, I can tell you're getting all bent out of shape.
Yeah, I'm sure that would really make her happy too.
Exactly.
She's, and of course, and here's the thing. People say, well, why are you wasting your time with that person? Because a lot of other people are reading it. It's not about trying to convince her of anything. This is just a way of showing other people, here's where the information is. In fact, I just sent a link to gunfacts.info. He's got a great chart on shooting deaths in the U.S. and all the other countries and where we rank. Mm-hmm. And we're obviously tops in terms of gun ownership, but we are somewhere about in the middle of all the countries in terms of gun shooting deaths.
And how many of those countries have no firearms?
Well, not supposed to. But they certainly have, a lot of them with a lot more gun deaths than we do, have a lot more strict gun control laws. I mean, Mexico being a prime example. It's like, wow, that's the case study for very restrictive gun laws and lots of murders. So how's that working for you? It's kind of Chicago South,
Yeah, I guess I didn't compile my question properly, but yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Oh, okay.
So I appreciate you making the connection there. I don't think I prompted it to you correctly.
Oh God, this was a good day. We had lots of folks talking about some cool new guns. This was fun.
Mm-hmm. I just wonder if Brett on line 3 sees the humor in us, or if he's just tolerating us and waiting.
Well, I don't know. I don't tolerate us, so what are you going to do? Well, let's go talk to Brett. Hey, Brett, how you doing, man?
Hey, no, you guys are cracking me up. No problem.
Well, as you can tell, actually, I was thinking, guys, what people don't understand is this is kind of how it is during the show, too. They just can't hear us.
Right?
It's on break, yeah. We could just rename the show On Break and cover the same territory.
I like that. Yeah. Exactly right. Brett, what you been up to, man?
Well, I've got a range report. My senator, United States senator, he has what is called mobile staff meetings, and he sends his staff people around all through the state, different times, different places. And so I was finally able to make one, and I went on Tuesday, and I'm going to load it for bail, man. I mean, I wore my gun talk hat, and I had a question written out. I didn't want to sound like a babbling idiot, like I do now. You know what I mean? And so,
no wonder you fit in so well.
No, we didn't catch that.
It's okay, Brett, but we're not hiring.
Hey, call me when you are. Anyway, so I got there, and so it was here's the thing, it was from 1 to 4, I think. So I got there at 12:15. I figured there's going to be a big line of knuckleheads like me. I was the only one there.
Oh.
Period.
Wow.
So he shows up a little late, but he was a real nice guy, real nice guy. And, I mean, I went and sat down with him, across the table, not just in a big auditorium, although it was an auditorium.
Okay.
And so what I said to him was, I wanted to know why the Republicans never do anything to protect and further our rights. I said, You come to us every election cycle with your hat in your hand, begging for our votes, and then you get elected and you are Lucy with the football. You had the House, the Senate, and the presidency, no concealed carry reciprocity, no Hearing Protection Act, nothing. And then I said, do you support 5289? And he didn't even know it existed. But he was a really good guy. He didn't give me any boilerplate. He didn't give me any hem and haws. He didn't make any excuses. He wrote stuff down. It was a really worthwhile, fruitful meeting.
And you got his name.
Yes.
And now you have somebody to contact directly at the office when you need to.
Absolutely.
Good job.
Now, what I'm thinking here, a lot of takeaways from this, but one of them is the senator sent a staff member out to have a meeting with voters, constituency, and nobody showed up except you.
Right.
That's amazing. Right. You know what that tells me is that, first of all, you did real good work, but also, if we had a huge number, like 6 people show up, boy, we could really dominate.
No, right. And, I really thought there would be a bunch of people, either with different grievances or maybe some like this, because this is such a hot, important topic right now.
Right.
I was glad to get his undivided attention, but I was really disappointed there was nobody else there. I thought, what a shame, what a waste.
Let me ask you a question. It's interesting because we're talking about trying to get people motivated to go out and do stuff like what you just did. What was your motivation? Have you done this before? Was this the first time? How did this come about for you?
Well, a couple of ways. First of all, I'm one of those doofuses who does write all the emails and letters and things like that. And, you always say you've got to do more than just vote and do that sort of thing. So you say show up. You've been saying show up. I finally had the opportunity to show up. I've wanted to, but listen, I got to earn a living too. So it's not, I want to do it, I can do it, but it's not as easy to do it all the time, that's all.
But you did it. You found a way to get there and do that. How, and this is going to sound like one of those dumb reporter questions, but at the end of the whole thing, how'd you feel about the whole thing?
Oh, I felt great. It was terrific.
You come away feeling good about what you just did. Where I'm trying to go with this is I'm trying to get people to understand that this is not something that you do and you're just going to take a beating for doing this. If you get involved and really start doing this, you're going to enjoy it, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Man, it's like, if you can make the first step, if you can go to the first meeting, the first legislative meeting, the committee meeting, the first rally, not protest, but rally, you're going to find people out there who are like you. You're going to find some that are not like you, because we're pretty darn diverse. Oh, I have to share with you, all you guys, including you, Brett, this lady I was just talking about on Twitter, she's talking about... He says, well, that's what I would expect about you, basically old white guys with your guns. And my response is, well, speaking for my gun owners my friends who are, let's see, black, women, LGBTQ, and otherwise, it's like, what a racist statement for somebody to make. Because you are a gun owner, you must be a white man, right?
Yeah, exactly. They're the only people. They're the 125 million. They're all white men. No one else. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, but I guess what I'm saying is that when you go to a meeting like this, rallies, you're going to find people who are like you and people who are not like you, but you all have that same driving interest in supporting the Second Amendment and, frankly, supporting the entire Bill of Rights. And it's just, I don't know. Put a fine point on it. I guess it's pretty obvious. It's a good feeling to be in the midst of that group of people. In your case, you were the group of people.
Well, I've been in that list of people because I've been to Second Amendment Foundation. Those, what are they called? The one in Chicago, I was there. I met you. But I've also go to the NRA convention. Been to several of them. So you're right. I've been in the midst of those people. When I'm not the only people, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. We just got to get more people to show up. First of all, thank you for doing that. And that is so instructive that you were the only person there. Man, and you had this guy's undivided attention.
Exactly. And again, he couldn't have been nicer, more polite, and he actually took notes and listened. He didn't just blow me off. I mean, it was really, he seemed like, for what it's worth, he seemed like a straight guy. You know what I mean? Shooter. I don't know if he was straight or not, but he was straight shooter.
Well, you can be a straight or not straight guy and still be a straight shooter. So
that's right.
That works out okay.
Exactly. Makes no difference to me. That's right.
Well, isn't that funny? You just said that because I keep thinking back. You guys remember when we had Chris Chang on? And of course, Chris has now kind of become the face of the LBGT shooter groups.
Right.
And he, won Top Shots and all that. And he said, he says, I was told, by my friends, you don't really want to get involved with those gun guys. You know how they are, And then he came in and he says, it was like, everybody goes, yeah, you're gay. We don't care.
Yeah,
said,
so now what?
That was the extent of the whole deal. I remember Chris Serino, who were our good buddy, who was, of course, on Top Shots with Chris. He says, of course we all knew he was gay when he was there. This is before he came out. He says, nobody cared. It's like, so?
What?
It's like, I just don't care.
I was expecting pushback.
He was told it was going to be horrible. And we're, a bunch of racist, bigots, homophobes, et cetera, all the rest of it. He goes, no, this is like a really nice group of people. How about that?
Go figure.
Yeah, who'd have thunk? Hey, Brett, thank you so much. I appreciate what you did. Tell everybody else to join. Maybe next year or next time you can double the turnout.
Well, I was just curious as to whether or not there were cameras involved, because if he was the only person there, what great airtime that would have been.
Yeah, really.
That would have been great. Yeah.
Well,
you get publicity, I get to be on camera. Cool.
All right.
Yeah,
well done, sir. Take care. Appreciate the call. You take care. That is great. I mean, it's on one hand, I understand what he's saying. It's disappointing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it also makes the point that, boy, you can have a pretty big impact on something like that.
Right.
But you also have to know when they're going to be doing that. You have to first make the effort to find out when they're going to have meetings, be connected, get on the mailing list.
Why would you want to be involved in a state shooting group?
Yeah, get on the mailing list of your senators and congressmen, send them a note, go to their website, sign up for their email. Well, I don't want to get their emails. Okay, well, then just continue to be ignorant, because that's really what it amounts to. Mm-hmm. Ignorant is not being stupid, it's being uninformed, for those who aren't.
But it's so blissful.
Yes, true. Ignorance is blissful right up until somebody comes up and punches you in the mouth, which is the political version of what's going on in Virginia right now.
You ain't kidding. Which was all avoidable, but that's another story.
That's a whole other deal. I tell you what, let's take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll hammer a little bit on the Christmas buying season, of which there is actually a little bit left.
It's the Bill of Rights, not the Bill of Needs. I'm Alan Gottlieb, founder of the Second Amendment Foundation. When someone says we don't need that kind of gun, remind them the Founding Fathers determined what rights our Constitution should protect. There's a world of difference between rights and needs. It is not the function of government to tell us what we need or what we don't. Certainly no one needs an assault rifle or a Saturday Night Special, or for that matter, no one needs a Corvette with a high-capacity horsepower engine capable of speeds to 150 miles per hour. But in the hands of honest, responsible individuals, we have the right of choice. We have the right to read books others don't like. We have the right to listen to any radio program we choose. We have the right to dress the way we want to. We also have the right to own firearms of our choice. So the next time someone tells you you don't need something, tell them it's the Bill of Rights, not the Bill of Needs. Join the Second Amendment Foundation today so that this message and our Bill of Rights might live. Call 425-454-7012. That's 425-454-7012.
You got your carry permit, and that's good. But you could use more training. Get the DVDs, which have what you need. Springfield Armory presents Concealed Carry 1 and Concealed Carry 2 with Batagroup. Learn specific concealed carry skills from Top Gun fighting trainers. Get trained. Be prepared. This really is life and death. ShopGunTalk.com. That's ShopGunTalk.com.
Mental health and guns. At Walk the Talk America, we are working with both the mental health community and the gun industry. Created by a gun industry veteran, Walk the Talk America seeks to raise awareness and create change through suicide prevention and firearm safety without legislation. We strive to eliminate the prejudice that firearms and mental health face. For more information and to support Walk the Talk America, please visit walkthetalkamerica.org.
Okay, let's see here. I'm continuing. This thing is fun. My trolling.
Sport trolling.
Oh, boy.
Sport trolling. This lady, update, Chantel is her name. Liar, you of all people can't be trusted. You cheat, lie, and perpetuate death. Anyone who can tout a claim of, quote, fewer dead kids as a positive and acceptable end isn't worthy of credibility. So saying that fewer dead kids as a positive response is not good. So does she want more dead kids? You know, at a certain point, they get so mad they can't even understand what they're saying.
Right.
This is, I just got to tell you, sport trolling. I'm into it now. I'm really resisting the urge to throw out a bless your heart.
Oh.
Merry Christmas, Chantel.
Oh my gosh. Oh, buying season. When I was over at Dury's, by the way, tons of people there. They are so busy. Michelle, what are you seeing?
Oh, we've been plenty busy. There's definitely some interest and some political movement already starting. So,
really?
Yeah. Well, people concerned with their rights being taken away. I think,
good.
As more and more news gets out there as to what's happening with Virginia, et cetera, and, is he being impeached? Where are we standing with the whole presidential thing? People are worried. People are worried, and they're moving. Hopefully that takes it over to like the, voting and rights. And I thought it was awesome that the gentleman, was it Joe with the NSSF that was on, was talking about the fact that get out there now. It's not too early. Go register to vote. Get this stuff done while you're not under pressure. How perfect of a time is that? But yes, it's definitely busy.
It is an interesting time from the political standpoint. You mentioned impeachment, and we didn't really want to talk much about that, but just kind of in passing, I do think part of the whole impeachment effort on the part of the Democrats is they are frightened to death of what Trump is doing with judges. We're now past 180 judges, federal judges he's put on the bench, and they don't want to say, well, gee, let's just not reelect him. They want to stop it now so they can basically stop the next year's worth of judges. That's not going to happen, clearly. But I really think that's part of what's going on. I mean, yeah, sure, they don't like the guy. I get that. But
we loved Obama, remember? And we acted just like they are.
It's interesting. Yeah, I couldn't stand the man. Couldn't stand his politics. I thought he was dishonest beyond belief.
But you respected his office.
Yes. And, defend the presidency itself, the president's office. There wasn't much he did that I liked.
You had me at there wasn't much that he did.
Yeah. There's that. Well, he did run guns to the narco-terrorist in Mexico, so
there was still finding those in crime scenes.
Yeah, well, around murder scenes, yeah. With using the guns that Obama and Holder sent to Mexico, they're still being used to murder people there, which was the plan. I mean, I want them to get confused. The plan was, we will send guns to Mexico. They will be used to murder people. We will find them and hold them up and say, see, this is why we need gun control in the United States. Really simple plan, and it worked right up until they got caught.
Yeah.
You know?
My only take on the impeachment, I was telling Michelle earlier, I think it's kind of ironic, is I don't even know if he's technically impeached yet because they haven't surrendered the papers to the Senate or submitted the papers. But regardless, Nancy says she doesn't want to turn the papers over because she doesn't think there'll be a fair trial in the Senate like there was in the House.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So unless they rearrange their stuff, she's not going to submit. Isn't that a quid pro quo?
Oh, geez.
Quid pro quo. Can't even say quid pro quo.
Yeah. Well, no one else could either, so that's why they switched to bribery.
But then that was removed from the papers, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a joke. It's a joke.
The whole thing's a joke. I would just say right now, I think Trump's going to be reelected. Mm-hmm. And I think that right up until the very last minute, the polls will show him losing again. Because the media doesn't understand what happened last time. They don't know what's going on now. They don't know how to poll us. They have no clue what's going on in Middle America, and they really, truly don't understand the reaction on the part of so many Americans to this bogus impeachment effort. It is, I don't know, it's corrupt. It's awful what it is. What they're doing is just hideous.
On the upside, they have really outed themselves, and I'm guessing voter turnout's going to be 20 to 30% higher than it was last time. A lot of people last time, Republicans sat home because, we're going to, there are other people will get out and vote. My vote doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. Now they're realizing how much the vote does matter, especially when you see Virginia stuff. And now it's more of an event. I mean, his rallies are huge. And there's 20,000 people getting turned away.
Have you been to one?
I haven't.
I would like to go to one of those. It just, we don't get them in our area, but if one came anywhere near me, I would make the effort. And it's a pain because you got to get there way early. You got to stand in line a long time.
Media pass. Media pass.
You got to go through security, by the way. So, yeah.
I just think people want it now, but they want to be part of the Trump train or whatever cliche you want to say. They want to get to these events. They want to do stuff. They're not going to sit home this time. They want to be part of the biggest landslide ever, so they will get out and vote. My guess.
By the way, you don't get to vote if you're not registered to vote.
Correct.
For those who are not quite clear. If you're not sure if you're registered to vote, you probably aren't.
Yep.
So, you got to do that before you can go play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
enough politics.
Last minute... We're down to 3 days here. Last minute gifts for shooters. How about a great big bag of foamy earplugs?
There you go.
I mean, talk about your stocking stuffer. I mean, I keep a huge bag of them in each of my cars because that way when I forget to bring my ear pro with me, or if you're loaning it to somebody else, you've got more. You don't have to give them nasty old earplugs.
Tom gives them to his listeners when he's drumming. Don't let him kid you.
I was going to say, you don't leave your earplugs in your jeans and just wash them?
Yeah, there's been quite a few of those foamies in the wash machine. As you well know, I'm sure.
Seen that once or twice.
Live rounds, too. They rattle around in there, too. Now, I will say that I do not try to use them. Once they've gone through the washer, I kind of consider them to be no good.
Right, broken down.
I still shoot them. I just don't keep them on me.
You shoot them?
Do you?
I do shoot them, yeah.
Targets?
Like 80% of them still go off.
Oh, the ammunition. I thought we were talking about the earplugs.
It's hard to hit those at 100 yards. It's got to be,
you only use those in silencers.
Aim small, miss big. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Jim, let me at least throw this thought out here. If your ammo has been through the wash machine and been beat up and possibly made wet, there's a reason to not shoot those.
Talk to me.
Hang fires.
Okay.
You could get a squib load that leaves a bullet stuck in the barrel. You could get a hang fire. You pull the trigger, it doesn't go off, and then 1 or 2 seconds later it goes off. And one other reason to keep the muzzle pointed down range, but not a safe situation. And it's just not worth the 17 cents you paid for the round, frankly.
Like I said, I never shoot them once they've got wet.
That's what I thought you said.
The wash. I didn't know that. Thank you.
So back to shooting at the washed earplugs.
You have to keep them out of the washer before you shoot them.
Those also make nice corks for your muzzle to keep the rain out. So there you go.
Look at you.
Actually, no, but electrician's tape works very well for that. We actually use that over the muzzles of hunting rifles when we're out. It keeps not only from rain from going in, and people say, well, what's the big deal? Yes, rain is a barrel obstruction and can increase pressures if you get water in there from raindrops. But more than that, snow. You walk around and poke some snow in there, now you have a real barrel obstruction, can blow up your muzzle of your gun or your barrel. So just a piece of electrician's tape over the muzzle, stretch it over there, and when it's time to shoot, pull the trigger. The air going forward in front of the bullet will blow the tape out, and you shoot through it. It doesn't affect it at all.
You spend 45 minutes looking for that piece of tape for next time. I get it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because, I mean, who would ever have any more tape around?
What are you doing?
All right. So I have thrown my thought out for last-minute shopping gifts. We're looking for others.
Well, I think reflex sights or red dots are always a big deal. Jim's flinching over there.
Not that kind of reflex?
No. But,
He's tapping his kneecap over there going, I got no reflex. No, you're right. Red dot sights. Holy cow. It's one of those, I guess we kind of think that most people have used them by now, but that may not be true.
Right. And you can get something inexpensive, still good quality, $100, $150. Yeah.
Yeah, you get between $100 and $150. You can find name brands and get stuff.
Made in America.
Yep. You can, and throw those onto a pistol, certainly, but if you throw them onto something like a lever action or a 10-22, any kind of 22, man, that's fun.
Yep.
It's just quick and easy. I've got a 10-22 with a red dot on it, and it's like cheating. I mean, it really is. It's just like, what's hard about this, right?
Well, and if you shop it, of course, you can change the size, the MOAs of the dots, or change the type of reflex halo that's on there. And, I mean, you can have a lot of fun and mix things up.
No.
Wow.
That's kind of a new thing, though, being able to change all that up, isn't it?
Yep, red, green. I mean, sky's the limit.
I want a psychedelic. I want a light show going on in there.
Strobe light. Yeah.
Oh, then you need to look at Jim's new sights. He's got one of those disco balls on top.
Oh,
it's a mirror ball. Yeah, it's a small mirror ball that...
All right. Yeah, there you go. Sorry. I'll let you shoot around corners.
Right.
Right.
Well, I use bent ammo. It does the same thing.
Angelina Jolie, type deal.
Sure.
So. Oh, gosh. Okay, so, all right. I like that. Reflex sights, red dots, if you will. Not a bad idea. Still, lasers are a really good idea on self-defense guns. I'm a big fan of those. It's amazing when you can just kind of, particularly on short barrel like snubbies. Man, what a difference that makes. You can shoot a 2-inch barrel revolver accurately at 25 yards if you can put a laser on it. It's just not hard at all. So, and they're fast. And if you're trying to move and things are happening, you don't have to concentrate on it. Just dot on target, go. There it is.
Right.
So that's a big deal. I think that's worth looking at.
Right. Range memberships are a big one. Training.
Training classes. Yes. Or you know what? Just a gift certificate to a shooting range that has classes, rather than you saying this is the class you ought to take.
Right.
Doing that. Now, clearly, if it's a person who's just getting started, they may not know. You know what you could do? All right, here's your last minute Christmas Eve, I didn't buy anything deal. You can write up your own certificate, good for me taking you to the range and shooting any of the guns we have. Kind of a deal. Just kind of a gift of your time.
Moms would love that gift.
What, if someone would come take the kids away?
No. We're always suckers for those little coupon books.
Handmade stuff.
Like, oh.
Put yarn through the binding. Oh.
Decorate them nice. Put little stickers on them.
That's right.
See, I'm way more boring than either one of you two.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah.
But now what?
Yeah.
Oh, no, there's nothing behind that statement.
Okay.
I just stating the obvious. Captain Obvious. I guess I just still lean towards the lights, ears, and eyes. Little keychain lights and stuff. Because if you give somebody a pair of ears and eyes who is an avid shooter, they're not going to throw them away.
Can I choose blue ones instead of green?
You can take them back and get any color you like.
Oh, I meant eyes.
Oh. Not contact lenses.
Oh.
If they already have gear, they're going to keep it anyway. Now they're more likely to take somebody else out shooting. You can even make that part of the gift. Here's a gift for you and all the people you're going to be helping shoot in 2020.
And your local store, gun store, has kits where they have eyes and ears all bubble wrapped up, ready to go.
Amazing.
Amazing how that happens.
Merchandising. Gotta love it.
And they also make different sizes, hence women and youth or men.
That's true.
Or
That's
over
true.
your glasses.
And by the way, if you have had your shooting muffs for more than 5 years, the seals are probably gone on them and you're not getting the protection you think you're getting.
It's true.
What?
Yes, exactly. And
Jim
just
up.
Just a hint, one of the tricks that's really cool, electronic muffs are just like the coolest thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you're shooting really heavy, noisy things, plugs and electronic muffs, because now you put the plugs in, you say, yeah, but I can't hear. We'll put on the electronic muffs, turn them up.
Crank them up, yep.
But then when the gun's fired, the electronic muff cuts out the sound, so now you have the double protection of muffs and plugs, but you can still hear people around you. That's a great combo.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if you don't want to hear them, leave them on. Turn them off.
I like that.
Just nod your head a lot. Yeah, just nod.
Rifle sling. Oh, you know what? Gun case. Does anybody have enough gun cases? No. Whether it's soft case or hard case. Buy somebody a cool gun case.
Gun bag, whatever. Yeah.
Gun bag, a range bag. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Nice range bag.
I used to date one of those.
Oh, my.
Oh, no.
That's why nobody should listen
All
to
right.
him.
Now we all have to go visit HR. You know.
Everybody, don't worry, Tom. They're all out there using their earplugs. They didn't hear it.
Smart.
Anything I say at this point can and will be used against me. So there it is.
I think the easy things to throw in a stocking or a bag, right? Like magazines, speed loaders.
War snake.
Yeah, new
I got
brushes.
I got it.
Ammo.
An NRA membership for Chantel.
If only I knew where she lived, I would do that.
I know you would.
If only.
As would I.
Oh, gosh. Oh, Lordy.
Imagine it comes to her door, she gets her first magazine. What in the hell is this?
Speaking of, remember we haven't talked about Operation Mag Drop in a long time. If people don't remember that, the idea here is if you get a gun magazine, if you subscribe to gun magazines, as in the reading kind, not the fill-in full of ammo kind, when you're done with them, you can cut your name off of it if you want or black it out. But then when you go to doctors' waiting offices, waiting rooms, that kind of thing, leave the gun magazines around. That's our Operation Mag Drop.
Forgotten all about that, yep.
Yeah, that one goes way back. But that's a cool way of just, first of all, what are you going to do with them? And now you just take them, and if you got your NRA magazines that you get because you belong to NRA, cut out your name if you want to remain incognito, and go leave them, slide them underneath a couple of the magazines. That way they'll just kind of pop out. So that's a cool way to go, too.
I'd totally forgotten about that. I've been around for 20 years.
Yeah, we did that 20 years ago. Holy cow. Man.
They had magazines then.
Well,
20.
That was Operation
20.
Stone Tablet.
Oh, God.
I give you 15. Oh, no, 10 commandments.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Classic scene.
Yeah. Like 3 people got that joke.
Yeah,
okay.
that's right.
It's Mel Brooks. You can look it up. So there it is. All right, guys. Well, have yourself a lovely Christmas. Be safe, which is the main thing for everybody. Oh, you know what? One other thought. We all keep saying we're going to do it. Your medical class, your trauma, stop the bleeding class. You can do that as a family event, too. So just kind of a thought. I had a friend of mine, his heart stopped this week.
Oh, no.
His wife came and found him dead in bed.
Oh.
She was an ER nurse, dragged him off the bed, pounded on him, got him back.
Oh.
They brought him back, got him to the hospital, and did the defibrillation. But, the guy was dead, and now he's back.
Wow. Awesome.
So there's that, too.
Awesome job, young lady.
Make sure that the people with you have this stuff. It's like my old scuba diver diving instructor told me. He says, I want everybody in this class to have CPR training because I may be the one you have to use it on. So there it is. This stuff works. It saves lives. Simple as that.
Good reminder.
All right. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Chantel.
You're a very bad man.
I know.
Hey, thanks for checking out the after show. And don't forget to join the Gun Talk Truth Squad at guntalk.com and grab Gun Dealio for your smartphone. It'll save you money on guns, ammo, and more.